Well, hello there, and this is Auntie. And I am here to do my review on 90 Day Fiance, Season 7, Tell All Part 2. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. I am having some serious problems over here. It looks very blurry. Let me move it up a little bit. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Press a 1 if you can hear me clearly. Okay, good. All right, y'all. So again, if I had to give this Tell All a rating, I would give this a second portion. The first portion I gave A- because I thought that it was good. I thought that we found out some things that we hadn't found out before. And this one I want to kind of give a B-, okay? It was the same old ratchetness, but it was still good nonetheless. There was nothing to me that happened that was unexpected, and I think it was because we had seen so much of it on the previews. And so let's get into it, all right? So the first couple I want to talk about is Blake and Jasmine. Jasmine has been trying to get rid of this persona that, you know, she is a nasty person, that she is aloof, that she's not friendly with people, and all that kind of stuff. And basically, you know, what is that going on up there? Thank you so much, Ashley Nicole. Welcome. Welcome to the family. Blake had on blue contacts, bitch. Blue contacts. I don't know why he think he is a white boy. I just don't understand it. Okay? But he's not. All right? So Blake is sitting up there with his blue contacts on, and basically Shaun doesn't have a lot to say to this particular couple. She doesn't really believe them, and the reason why I say that is because as soon as they answered one question, bitch, she had the friends on. So basically Blake and Jasmine, again, like I said, they're trying to get rid of this persona that she's a bingo. And, you know, she talks about how she does support Blake, and that, you know, her being the way that she is because she's from Finland. And, you know, people from Finland are, you know, not really nice, I guess. I don't know what her excuse is, because it's just not working for me. It is not working for me. And so, of course, they bring the friends on. And they talk about how, you know, the young lady talked about how when she would come into a room, she doesn't even speak. And I think that that is just wrong. She says that, you know, she will be able to hang with them if they do stuff during the day. They're getting to the point right now where they believe that Blake is allowing, you know, Jasmine to change him. And the female says she's getting to the point where she doesn't care anymore. You know, when someone you have been friends with for years changes up on you and flips because they're in a relationship with somebody else, it is a turn off, bitch. I mean, it really is a complete turn off. And Blake doesn't seem to understand that this is really causing a rift between him and his friends, and he alleges that his friends are his family. So I don't understand why he doesn't understand the importance of trying to reconcile that relationship. He wants Jasmine to do more things, but he's not really going to put the pressure on him. When they went to take a break after their little segment, she said that, you know, she likes having one-on-one relationships with people. She likes to talk to them one-on-one. And I just was like, you know, girl, like, that's not going to work. You have to really get to know people before people want to sit down with your ass one-on-one. Because what would make a mofo want to even sit down with her one-on-one if she can't, you know, have conversations and be nice and courteous and kind and polite in a group setting? I mean, I wouldn't fuck with her. I mean, you know, that's just me. I wouldn't want to have anything to do with her. Yesterday, when they were talking to Emily and Sasha, it was so strange to me that, you know, she was talking about the weight and not liking how she looks, and he was talking about, you know, being this, you know, bomb-ass fitness coach and all that kind of stuff, and how, you know, he's able to help her with her nutritional needs and all this old bull. But then as soon as they break, you know, she was talking about how hungry she was. And he just kind of told her, you know, you're going to be all right, boo. You know, if you pass out and everything, we'll give you some water or splash some on your face, give you some, you know, smelling, you know. But he didn't even give a damn about the fact that the girl was hungry as hell. And I didn't get a chance to say that the other day because I was having so many, you know, connectivity issues. But he didn't even care that this bitch was hungry. And I think that, you know, her being hungry speaks a lot to the fact that, you know, this bitch ain't eating. Okay? She is not eating. And so I'm like, you know, this isn't a concern to him. Like, that would be a concern to me, that my spouse is, you know, hungry as hell. I mean, she's still looking, you know, a little fat and everything up around the tummy area. But I'm just like, you know, you can't diet to the point where you're just starving yourself and you're hungry and all of that kind of stuff. Been there, done that. And it just is not hot and sexy. And so it leads me to believe what the sister is saying, that, you know, eventually this bitch is going to be binging and eating sofas and baby diapers and stuff like that. But I just wanted to note that because I did not get a chance to say anything about it the first time that we were together and talking about these particular couples. I did get an opportunity to watch Juliana and Mike, and they really do seem like they are in love with one another. I know yesterday I was talking, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I was talking about how I don't like the kids, but I did like the fact that the kids, Mike's kids, did come out and try to give some advice to the other couples. You know, the son mentioned that, you know, he believes that the couples need to get to know one another and at least learn the language before, you know, they get, you know, hooked up and intertwined and all of that kind of stuff. And then the little girl, you know, was basically talking about how she likes Natalie and she likes Mike. And, you know, and I said, bless her little heart. She can't see the forest from the damn trees. But it's okay because she's a little girl. When she go back and look at this damn thing 10 years from now, she'll be like, what the hell was I thinking? You know, basically this couple has nothing in common with one another. And it's a sad state of affairs between the two of them. Like, I'm so sick of her. Like, at first I was thinking, okay, this mofo cheated and all of this kind of stuff. But then when we really got the real true story about what really happened, the bitch just crazy, okay? Now here I am sitting up here based on the previews trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but she doesn't need the benefit of the doubt. This bitch is certifiable. Do you understand what I'm saying? It just is what it is with her raggedy ass. Okay, so let's go on and now let me see what other couple they talked about. They really kind of focused on Angela. They showed the clip of Angela, you know, receiving the news from Michael that he had been denied the visa and everything. And everybody was, you know, really just, you know, rah-rahing and saying, you know, how sorry they was. Michael was sitting back there on cue, bitch. He pulled that handkerchief out of his pocket and began to cry. You know, just looking back at it. And of course, Angela, you know, got a little teary-eyed and everything because she had to reminisce and you know, and and think about the bull crap. And I just was like, why the hell is Tania saying anything? So anyway, Angela is, sitting there. And Michael is, of course, Skyping in from Nigeria because the United States said no. Or, well, Nigeria said no, bitch. And so, they go through and Angela talks about how much she loved him and that she really does believe that Michael did something wrong. She said they only talked to him for 20 minutes. Michael said that he had rehearsed his lines. You know what I'm saying? He said, I must have rehearsed my lines 1,000 times until I had them memorized. Ooh. Okay, only you knew how to get your visa, bitch. But anyway, so Michael said that he had rehearsed everything and he just knew his ass was going to get there. And he said that evidently the man did not believe anything that he was saying. And so, Angela was like, I really think that, he fucked up because I told him this is not a job interview. You got to feel it. You got to come with emotions and all that kind of, you got to give them something that they can feel. Okay? But Michael said that he didn't have time for giving them anything that they could feel. He just was trying to get through it, like a driver's test, bitch. And so anyway, they got denied and everything. And as we know, on January 27th of 2020, Angela married Michael in Nigeria, bitch. And they had a money dance and all that kind of stuff. And, they officially married. Now, I don't know who she got to fly out there with her to confirm that they were indeed married. But Angela is already married to Michael. And unfortunately, maybe about a week or so after that, her mama died. So I'm hoping that the mother was able to see Angela walk down the aisle. But anyway, so, Michael began to say, this is the thing that he's concerned about with Natalie, because, Shaun asked him, what the hell is going on with the visa and everything. And he's like, I don't know. But this is one of the things that he's concerned about because they basically, still have her stuff listed as classified, bitch, and ain't nobody going to talk about it. And so, Angela was like, look, if y'all really love one another, and y'all really bout it like that, it'll work out for you. It can work out for you. It worked out for my black ass, you know what I'm saying? And it'll work out for you too. And so, she was like, it doesn't make a difference, how old you are. He's 19 and I'm 59 and and all of that kind of stuff. She was like, I really love Michael. And she said, and she really loves Michael because Michael was patient with her during the times when she was being allegedly the most abusive towards him, when she was smacking him around and throwing cake up in his face and leaving his ass and jumping out of cars and, getting her hair braided and putting them out the shop and all of that kind of stuff. She said, Michael stuck it out. And so after this, we see, the goofballs, as Angela calls them, come to, the screen and everything. And, they began to call, play the tape back where Angela saw that they called her trashy. And so, Angela was like, I am going to be the trashiest, okay? I'm the trashiest bitch you ever met, okay? I just was like, Angela, I would not have said that. She told them to kiss her trashy ass and some other stuff. But they began to come out there and antagonize Angela, and the other one, in the middle, the one that got his glasses and stuff like that knocked off his damn face, he began to call her pumpkin. And I don't know why he was calling her a pumpkin. I don't know, what he meant by that, but I can only imagine, and so can you. But Angela, basically told him, I'm trashy. I'm what it is. You wouldn't have said it in my face. And if you had said it in my face, you would have got more than what you got. Michael was mad and was like, the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Because they Skyping with him. Now, it appears that Angela and Michael must be able to pick who's going to come out and who's going to talk, because eventually Angela got tired of the boys, messing with her like that and trying to antagonize her, and was like, if you don't get them off the screen, I'm going to walk up out of here. She said, I'll put y'all on here and I'll be able to take y'all off. And so, she said, come on, Michael, get up. Now, see, Shaun was over there kikiing and all of that kind of stuff. and laughing and everything when, the goofballs was riding on Angela, but the bitch wasn't kikiing when Michael got his ass about that chair. She stopped laughing and was like, hold up, Michael. Michael said, no, the green card is coming from Angela. So, basically, if she tells me that I'm walking off the set, bitch, that I'm walking on the set. And so Shaun was like, we got it on this end, because Angela was like, I'm not playing with y'all. You're not going to have these goofballs out here doing this kind of stuff. And, Robert was like, I agree with you. It's disrespectful. And it really is disrespectful. Shaun continued to ask the question about why, continued to ask the question about why is it that, everybody feel the way that they feel. You feel the same way too. And some of the questions that she was asking, and I've heard other people say it, she seems to be, in my opinion, Shaun seems to be very disconnected from the show. Now, I know that they give her cue cards and they want, things to go in a certain pattern or they want it to go a certain way for the viewers so that, they can ask questions and they can kind of like slide on the lines of really telling some real true tea. But to me, the way that she approaches her questions and the way that she asks her questions, it just appears that she is disassociated with the show. I don't know if she looks at them. I don't know if she gets clips. But, just the dumb ass questions that she asks. For instance, when they sat there on the sofa, right, and they was talking about, the soulmate thing, and she went back to Tania and Syngin about the, the soulmate thing, and Tanya was, lying her ass off and was like, she don't really know what a soulmate is. She don't know if a soulmate is, under the soles in your shoes or, the souls that are on board a plane or a ship. She just don't know what the hell souls mean. Soulmate, a mate that got a soul. She just fucking don't understand, what a soul is. She immediately, dumbass, what is his daggone name? Sasha said that, you shouldn't have said that to Syngin. Syngin said he was broken hearted, bitch, okay? Thought he had the boot, but he only farted. And so he says that, you shouldn't tell a man that. It hurts our ego and all that kind of stuff. She turns right the hell around and asks Sasha, what about you? Do you have a soulmate? So his dumb ass don't even see the setup, okay? So she just set his dumb ass up. And he ends up answering the question and says, the opposite of what he just told her not to say. He says, yeah, I thought my second wife was, going to be, it was my soulmate. And so Angela was like, bitch, you just did exactly what you told her not to do. And then she goes on and asks Michael and dumbass Natalie whether or not, like Shaun, boom, move to a new line of questioning. Like I don't understand why she is doing this year after year. I don't know if TLC is doing it to antagonize me, bitch, or the other reviewers who do this show. But I asked a question out there on the Instagram on who do you all think should be the next person to do this. Now, I, for a long time have been saying I would not do this. I would love to sit on that chair and ask the questions, the real questions that, bitch, we really want to know, okay? I can get on there and not curse. I cannot be as animated. Now, I'm going to still be me. But I do believe that it is time for us to get another host. And I'm not hating on a woman or anything like that. Don't get it twisted. But bitch, you gotta see, you gotta make it appear that you are at least halfway interested in this show, that you know the characters, that you know when to ask the right questions and stuff. There are so many other questions that she could have asked these particular couples, and she didn't. She kept it really, really high level. And even when, the goofballs were there and she, found herself laughing and everything like that, I didn't believe, I thought she was laughing at Angela and not laughing with Angela. Like everybody else on the sofa was appalled by the by the behavior of these three Nigerians. And it just went completely over her damn head until Michael got up. She didn't even care about Angela, who had been sitting there for the first time ever acting like a civilized human being. She did not see that this was completely and totally disrespectful for these guys to, kick it like that. Now, it's one thing to come on there and be phony and gag and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, funny and gag, but, the disrespect towards her was just unbelievable to me and unacceptable. I'd have checked them bitches my damn self. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Angela's not the best person. Don't get it twisted. But the disrespect to me, I just thought was completely out of control. And I thought that she was so disconnected from it that she didn't realize it. It was multiple questions that she asked. And I'm thinking, bitch, they already answered it. When it came down to Mike and Natalie, Natalie, is sitting at the So, Natalie, what's the status of your relationship? Michael, what's your relationship? But a relationship. So Shaun was like, no, we want you to answer it. Sure. As the one is coming to Shaun. I know y'all wish I had some fucking words going across the bottom of the screen. But unfortunately for you, I don't. So you're going to have to sit here and bear this. You understand what I'm saying? This is how wrong TLC is for this bull crap. I sure to be sure. Sure, Michael and Michael, you shout some what? Michael, you shout some Michael, you tell him what? The status of the relationship? No, we're asking you, bitch. Open up your mouth so that you can talk. I want me shoes. I love when she has children. And so if she has children, I was someone who is just not believed in aliens, and also I defer to Michael because I feel like skip me. Hit you with reverse Uno chord. Fast forward. Skip me, reverse, ask somebody else, Uno, bitch, skip a turn, draw 4 cards. I'm like, bitch, answer the question. Angela said, look, you ain't giving us nothing. I mean, at least throw us a bone out this bitch, okay? Throw us something. You're not telling us anything. I'm just sitting up there thinking that you know how you got a mofo that's sitting up there playing Uno with your ass and you just want the game to be over because you done already played all night. You done reshuffled the deck 50 million times, bitch. And so you hitting them with reverses and skip their asses and draw 4 and then Uno cards shooting all out. Bitch, please. Call Uno already. This woman sits there and talks about how her and Michael don't have anything in common about religion and how she really wants to be with a man who religious. But you all but accepted the man's engagement based on the fact that he had a stiff rod and he could maybe get you pregnant. The only thing that she is looking at is the fact that Michael is tall and she could possibly have a baby by him. See, she thought he was dumb as hell. Now, he may act like he dumb, but Michael ain't dumb at all because he is absolutely playing a part. You understand what I'm saying? Uncle Bo, bitch, is in the... It's in the garage and they got something for her ass when she get up over here. He talking about how much he loved her and all of that kind of stuff, and she's talking about betrayal. So everybody is like, Robert's like she said, betrayal, And so Robert is trying to talk to her and Tanya's jumping in there. Tanya, shut the fuck up. Find out what a soulmate is, okay? And read my poem, okay? I mean, like, girl, go somewhere and sit down and call Peace, Love, and Hair Grease on the phone and get your next psychic reading. I just don't understand Tanya. I don't understand how she's, believes that she could just say a couple of words and then when the pressure gets on her, she can sit there and buck her eyes out of her head and cry and all of that kind of stuff. Ain't nobody talking to you. This is the first time Robert ever made sense, bitch. And so we want to sit here and listen and we want to breathe in his intelligence for a second. You understand what I'm saying? The bitch finally... He finally was talking like he halfway was intelligent. I almost forgot that he had cornrows in his head. But you know what? It brought me back when I saw it sling on the back. When I saw it slinging like that, I said, okay, all right, we talk about Robert that lives in the efficiency. So anyway, they're talking and we're not really getting anything out of her. She's basically... alleged that he's betrayed her. So basically, he had to come clean and tell us what happened. Michael basically said that he had a girlfriend, right? And she's like a best friend to him. And she was getting married. And so the deal was for him to go and stay with them at the place and with the husband and all of that kind of stuff. But the husband made a decision that he was going to stay with his boys at another cabin. They probably was drinking and doing a bachelor thing. You know what I'm saying? So he got there and he was there with her by himself. And so she felt like, there was a problem with that because she said that she would never have done that to him. She would never stay with another man. She wouldn't. Let me tell you something, boo. This is America. Most of my best friends are men. I have slept at their house. I've slept in their beds by myself. I've slept in the house with multiple people when we were doing movie nights and all that. You know who you are, y'all. Y'all be out here on my reviews. Hey, friends. We do the most. And because it's a platonic relationship and I have been friends with these people for years, I don't see an issue with that. And see, so what I take away from that is that she's an insecure, crazy ass bitch. Because there are people who have platonic relationships. Anytime this woman respects him enough and loves him enough to ask him to stand in place of a bridesmaid, y'all are tight as white on rice. And that is something that she is going to have to deal with. So now she wants to put out this image of him of being a cheater. Now, he said that he is an atheist and that he does believe, in aliens and all of that. And he doesn't want to, do the religious thing. He doesn't want to do that. And he feels like she's judging him and treating him differently and feeling like she's above him because he doesn't choose to have a religion. But let me tell you something. One thing about America is that we are free to choose whatever we want. Bitch, we can sit there and worship a cotton ball if we want to. If you want to make that cotton ball your God, have at it. That is the beauty of America, that you have freedom of religion and you have freedom of speech, freedom of choice. Nobody is making you do anything or be anything. You can choose to be a complete and total butthole. You can choose to be homeless on the street. You can choose to be an astronaut. Whatever it is that you decide that you want to be in this life and you want to believe in, you have the freedom to do that. And for this woman to feel like because he is religious or he picks a religion makes him a trustworthy person, bitch, you are delusional, crazy, and crazy as hell. Because religion does not make you walk in integrity and have a good character. It just doesn't do it. And for you to believe that, you need to look at Dawson and Denise on YouTube, honey, and see what religious people really do. Okay, now I ain't talking about all religious people, okay, because I believe in my God. But I'm just saying, you cannot put everything under that umbrella and say, you know, and then you're saying on one hand, you want to have a baby this weekend, and then on the other hand, you said, I don't want my children to be confused. What, you mean confused like you? So it just was a hodgepodge of a whole bunch of BS that happened on the tell-all this particular year. I thought that, you know, I thought the format and everything was better. I absolutely thought it was better. I even was not bothered by Michael sitting on that screen beside Angela. Last review, I hated it. But this one I did not it didn't bother me as much as it did the last reunion when they had all them bitches just sitting up there. Now next week, y'all, we are going to be going into our segment of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 day, and we got some crazy mofos on here. I am really looking forward to a whole new cast. I'm hoping that they knock our socks out our shoes, okay? I'm hoping that, you know, they're just exciting and all of that good stuff. I'm just hoping that we get to come out and we grin and giggle. This particular cast, you know, I think that the most exciting thing to me was the tell-all. I didn't think that, you know, the episodes were all of that great and wonderful. I didn't think that the cast of characters were. We saw some other people. I really, you know, when it comes down to Anna and Mercel, I really thought that was a whole bunch of bull crap. I really thought it was a whole bunch of bull crap because, you know, this woman is sitting up there and she, you know, lied about. First of all, she knew exactly what she was doing when she was in agreement with Mercel that he would come here to the United States and that he would marry her and not tell his family about the kids. She admitted that. And when asked the question about why Joey felt, you know, why Joey didn't want to have anything to do with the marriage or the wedding, she said, you know, it was because, you know, the little boy was so into him and, you know, and so they kind of reminded her, you know, Robert was like, you know, look, that's how boys are about their mother. He has been the man of the house. And here it is, you fly this individual over here only for the children to find out that, you know, he is lying to his family and acting as if you don't exist. She keeps going on and she keeps saying that, you know, I take care of them, I do this. And I'm thinking, what the fuck does being a mother mean? Being a mother means that you take care of your children. She's not doing anything that a good mother would not do for their children. So I don't know why she wants a lollipop or a cookie for what she is doing. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing. As a mom, it is your responsibility to support them, to endorse them, to nurture them, to care for them. But here it is, you bring this man over this mofo. She said it wasn't until, you know, he got here that she really came clean with her friends about the relationship. And it was based on what her friends said that made her realize that, you know, okay, I'm doing the wrong thing. But you was hiding it bullshit, okay, before. Y'all understand what I'm saying? They had an interpreter there for Mercel, and, you know, he's just happy as a lark. He like, I'm getting it every night. I'm getting it in every night, and I love her. And so, you know, Shaun asked her, you know, are there any other secrets that you're hiding from the family? And she said, yeah, we're hiding the fact that, you know, Mercel wants a child, and I am going to, Mercel wants a child, and I am going to, you know, I'm unable to carry the child, so we're going to have, we're going to use a surrogate. And she says that in Turkey, it's illegal for them to use a surrogate. So I guess if you're unable to have children, bitch, you just out of luck. And so, you know, she asked, you know, Mercel, how do you feel about this? And Mercel was like, you know, I don't give a damn it. At this point, I'm married and I don't care what my family thinks. And I'm thinking to myself, you live a life of deceit, boo. You have not been honest with your children. You haven't been honest with your mom. You haven't been honest with your friends and your extended family. You haven't been honest with Joey. And the reason why Joey is acting the way that he is acting as it relates to you in this relationship is because you have been dishonest and you have not walked integrity in any integrity with your children. And when the little boys who don't really know any better step up to the plate and they say, okay, well, we're going to support you, Mom, you think it's okay. But, no, none of us, regardless of how many children we have, want to lose our children to a man. And Shaun asked her, how did you feel about putting a man before your children? And she said, well, I didn't do that. No, that's exactly what the hell you did. And that appears to be what you're continuing to do. You brought this man into your household. They had an interpreter there for him so that he could understand the things that were being said. But what about the interpreter in your home? She didn't want to even admit to the fact that it was difficult for her to be in a relationship with this mofo, not being able to communicate it. And she gonna say, well, he can say some sentences. Mercil said, bitch, I don't know. I don't know. You're not going to put me out there on Front Street and make it, appear that we have this relationship, or I can talk English halfway. Bitch, I don't know what the... I don't know what the hell to say out of my mouth. I just was like, this is just a little bit too much for me. And I wish her good luck. I wish all of the couples good luck. I think that this was the first time that I've seen, like I said, Robert really be a human being, and his girlfriend. And his wife Anna. I think it was really unfortunate with the event that took place with the in-laws and everything, leaving him ass out, when he had an apartment fire, and then sits on television and perpetrates a fraud and act like they got all this money and that they really care about the little boy when basically they didn't. And one thing that I can say is that since she came into Robert's life, that little boy stepped up to the plate, and he became very, very sweet, and he was just like a normal, like, little kid. I think that what he really desired and what he really needed, Anna has brought to the plate for him, and for not only him but for Robert as well. And so I think that when they have an opportunity to sit on the sofa like that, it's very easy for them to look into each other's relationships and have an opinion, and it really seem like they're wise beyond their fucking years. You understand what I'm saying? But they're not. And so I really do. Again, if I was to give this a rating, I would give this a B-, because I just think that the whole structure and the way that they did everything, not handing us a whole bunch of BS. This was the best tell-all other than Danielle and Muhammad years ago. Bring back the Daniel and Muhammad's TLC. I would love to be the host of 90 Day Fiance. I would give it a shot. Let me be in the background hollering and screaming or something. Let me run my fat ass across the screen or something. Just let it, just change the format. Maybe think about having a very small studio audience of all of those fans who are just fanatics and have been riding with you, TLC, from the very beginning. I remember when I used to come out here and do these reviews, I didn't even get a whole lot of clicks and all of that kind of stuff. And not that I do it for the clicks, but the clicks are good. But I remember, coming out here and just really helping to put 90 Day Fiance on the map. And TLC has, indeed reached out to me. And at that time, I didn't have the opportunity. But I'm telling you right now, I would not mind. I think that TLC should consider, and y'all listen, because I know y'all asses is out here. Hey, TLC. I really do believe that you all should try to have a small studio audience. A small studio audience of maybe 30 people who are just fanatics, and the people who review this particular show. I think that you should, send us out some reels, maybe just some things that we can put out there in the open, where we ain't gonna get flagged and all that old and getting copyright strikes on our channels, which TLC really does not do a lot of that, but because I don't really put the stuff out there. But I really do think that they need to think about reformatting it so that it is more interactive. 90 Day Fiance is now on the map. There are over 3 million people who are watching this show on any given Sunday. And I think that it's time for TLC to start rewarding those people who have been out there and in the trenches and making it do what it do. Just Call Me War, Salsaholic. Who else does review on Cheryl's World? I think that's what her name is. I think that, what's my boys? Nation and Recap. People like us, we would sit in the audience and we would bring that tell-all to life. Yeah. I really think that they need to start thinking about that. So I'm sure that the tell-all for 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days has not been filmed already. So TLC, Sharp Entertainment, consider what your auntie said. Y'all know I've never steered y'all wrong. Y'all got Pillow Talk out there. Pillow Talk has been a success, but goddamn it, we've been doing Pillow Talk and Sofa Talk for the longest time. Bring a camera crew into our homes and let us, review it. We'll learn how to pull back. We will learn how to pull back, but I do think that there just need to be something done to start revamping the tell-alls for 2020. 2020 is hindsight, as they say. So it's time to switch it up a little bit, make it more interesting and much more interactive. And even if you don't choose to use your auntie, think and consider using somebody, because I really would like to see us go in a different direction in 2020. So anyway, thank you all so much for being out here for my review. I love you all to pieces. I apologize for all the connectivity issues and all of that stuff that I have been having. If anybody has super chatted, I'm sorry I was not able to see it, but thank you for the super chat. Thank you for my moderators. If they out there, because bitch, I can't see a damn thing, okay? I love you all so much, y'all. Talk to y'all real soon. Mwah. Bye-bye. Okay, so how I get out of here? Let me see. This is that OBS. I don't even know how I get out the damn thing. I don't even know how to stop it. Y'all want me to stay here forever, don't y'all? Hold on, let me see how you stop this damn thing. Let's see. There we go.